Let's go make sure that thing's refreshed. Oh, our mic's turning.
Lays it off for Sullivan, and then off the post it is! Work to get that on as a Catino, and that's it! A one-time shot, and it's 2-2. Lays it off for Sullivan, and then off the post.
No shame in playing down. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check.
My reign has just begun.
In for Baccarat, and that goes in. Hugo Baccarat gives Flint City a 3-2. Buckley, oh, the ball falls to Buckley. What out, what with Etheridge? What a save! It's a one-time shot,
MSN
and it's 2-2.
Soccer job.
Lays it off for Sullivan, and then off the post it is. Work to get that on as a Catino, and that's it. Rebound, and it goes in the back of the net. The Bulldogs up 1-0. Burzma, but then for Lasma. 3-0. Do it ice with a shot. Over 90 and in. Effectively today here.
that film.
Our mission is to help players take their game to the next level and reach their potential. Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn, hook turn, and out of the air, finishing off the dribbling, one-touch, volleys, and headers. We help players take their skills to the next level and reach their potential. Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn, hook turn, and out of the air, finishing off the dribbling, one-touch, volleys, and headers. We help players take their skills to the next level and reach their potential. Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn, hook turn, and out of the air, finishing off the dribbling, one-touch, volleys, and headers. We help players take their skills to the next level and reach their potential. Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn, hook turn, and out of the air, finishing off the dribbling, one-touch, volleys, and headers. We help players take their skills to the next level and reach their potential. Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn, hook turn, and out of the air, finishing off the dribbling, one-touch, volleys, and headers. We help players take their skills to the next level and reach their potential. Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn.
Maybe back on, but I don't know. It's saying excellent connection, so hang on. Here's my problem though. I can't watch the fucking game, the thing, dude. I can't watch the goddamn thing. No, I cannot. My phone does not allow me to go to YouTube or watch a freaking video anymore, dude. It's fucking ridiculous. Hey, can you? Oh, never mind. This video is restricted. What the fuck? What do you mean restricted?
Restricted on YouTube?
Nothing. Just I keep getting this hazy sound, dude. Fucking ads. Okay, my sound is on right now? My sound is on?
Is there something that I
No, I got it.
All right.
This is good to know.
Okay.
Oh boy, sound on this thing, dude. Where's my? Okay, there we go. Okay, our microphones are on right now.
Northwestern is up from 12, now at 10.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MIHSSCA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic students can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stand should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game. We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
And respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Test 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 test. Are you looking to take your game to the next level? Did you know that MSN is now offering player recruitment videos? Our packages include a player profile where you show your preferred positions, the club, the league, or school that you play in, your current coach contact information, and more. The highlight videos could be self-submitted, 15 to 30 clips that will be put into a 3 to 7 minute long video. Video review of your Huddle, VO, or other platforms that you might have video on, as well as for an additional charge, MSN can come out and film games for you to create those clips. Our coach evaluation process, which is also an additional charge, where we have college coaches from various levels across the United States that will review your game film and provide feedback on how to improve that film, as well as also evaluating your play and what you can improve on. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Our mission is to help players take their game to the next level and reach their potential. Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn, hook turn, and out of the air, finishing off the dribbling, one-touch, volleys, and headers. We help players get comfortable performing these skills at game speed, with pressure, and with both their dominant and non-dominant foot. In addition, we help players with their speed of play, awareness of space, defenders and teammates, and also dominate with their off-the-ball movement. We offer a variety of services such as one-on-ones, small groups, large groups, as well as team sessions. We have an experienced coaching staff that is professional, friendly, patient, while still holding players to high standards and holding them accountable. No matter what level you're at as a player, I'm confident we can help you get better. Over the past 3 years, we've built one of the best soccer-specific training facilities in the country and developed one of the most detail-oriented programs to help out players. Visit our website.
Buckley, all the ball falls to Buckley. One-on-one with Etheridge. What a save!
Welcome into the first ever MSN All-State Media Day for girls soccer. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrett.
Ball comes in, a good hit! 1-0. Shot, another save from Etheridge. Rebound, and it goes in the back of the net. The Bulldogs up 1-0. Burzma, but then from
today here on the Michigan Soccer Network. We are launching our new division of player recruitment videos.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, hello everybody and welcome into Granite City here in Troy, Michigan. Jonathan Turner alongside Mr. Dan Stickrett. It is the Dream Team Reveal Show. It's the second year of us doing girls soccer here for this reveal, and we couldn't be more excited. And yes, we are late, we are tardy. I know that. That is my fault. I do apologize. I'm not normally tardy, Dan, but it's somehow the last couple of days I feel like it's something that's just kind of happening.
Do you need a tardy pass?
I might need a tardy pass, that's true. But we are excited to bring this reveal show to you here live on location in Troy. We're going to announce the top 11 girls soccer players in the state of Michigan, along with defensive and offensive players of the year for each division.
And around 460 girls teams suited up here at the beginning of March, which is a record in the state of Michigan as boys soccer and girls soccer continue to grow year after year. So just to be honorable mention all state, first, second, or third team, make that dream team, be offensive, defensive player of the year, you're looking at thousands and thousands of kids, including the Upper Peninsula.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that Dan, me and you talk about a lot. Is it's not an easy job to be able to select these players. And something that I actually did on Instagram here a few weeks ago, I talked about this, is that the coaches have to sit in these rooms, they have to have conversations about who's got better stats, here's doing this. Now, it's a very difficult process, and a lot goes into it. And the girls in this room tonight here are extremely deserving of these awards.
Yeah, and there's a few players that could not make it tonight. 3 players are currently on a plane to go to the ECNL Club Nationals.
On a plane right now?
Yes, right now as we speak. A couple other players are in their orientation for their, they've signed letters of intent to play in college. So we have some videos of some of those players as well. We'll talk about each and every player that was offense or defense player of the year, and we'll give a brief profile on all 11 members of the Dream Team.
No question about that. Well, hey, if it's your first time stopping by on MSN, hit that subscribe button, like us, share this with your friends and family, something we do every single time that we go on the air. And we were going to go to commercial, but because we're late, and because people drove from hundreds of miles away to be here tonight, we're going to roll right into our first recipient here of the Dream Team. Now, this player did not have a chance to make it here. This is one of the players you're talking about, Dan, that might literally be on a plane, in an orientation, or on a train, or an automobile, or something like that, right? But so Sophia Nero is a goalkeeper from Ann Arbor Skyline. She was here last year on the Dream Team, and she's on it again as a senior. She's not here, but again, another member of the 2024 Dream Team.
And I talked to a few coaches this week. I believe this is the first time in over a quarter century that a goalkeeper Michigan was Dream Team 2 years in a row. It's a very rare feat. Ann Arbor Skyline was kind of a mainstay in that top 15 in Division I all 4 years. She was a 4-year starter, logged over 80% of her minutes in goal. She shared a time with a very good backup goalkeeper this year, but amazing career. 46 shutouts playing a Division I schedule. It's one of the best in the state of Michigan in terms of 4 years. They won 2 conference championships, finished second twice in their league, 2 district championships. They lost in the regional semifinals this year. 2 years ago, they got to the Final Four. So Sophia Nero, just an amazing career. She originally committed to the University of Wisconsin. Now she's going to attempt to be a walk-on at the University of Michigan. So Big Ten level athlete, one of the best goalkeepers we've seen in Michigan in a long time.
I've said this before, Dan is an encyclopedia of knowledge when it comes to soccer. He has notes in front of him, but that was all based off memory. But again, congratulations to Sophia Nero, a member of the 2024 Dream Team. This next player did not make it here as well. Again, being called into duty, orientation as I understand it. But Kendall Akins, another member of the 2024 Dream Team. Kendall Akins is from Hudsonville High School, Division I, and a fantastic career, Dan.
Yeah, she is currently on campus. They did their orientation at Grand Valley State University. Kendall Akins is their prize recruit at Grand Valley, which has won 7 national championships in the last 20 years at the NCAA Division II level. So Kendall Akins, a great career. Earlier this week, she was named a Michigan Gatorade Player of the Year. She's a Miss Soccer candidate last year and this year. And telling that Hudsonville played a very tough schedule. They won the Ottawa-Kent Conference Red Division 3 of the 4 years. They were ranked number 1 all season this year in Division 1. They're the preseason top 50 program in the state. And Kendall Aikens, you look at, they outscored their opponents 258-37 with 55 shutouts, with Kendall Aikens being an attacking midfielder in that unit. Just a superb career. And she's also in the Olympic developmental program. She's a starter on the national team in that circuit, and she had 62 goals and 34 assists over 4 years, and just an amazing career. They were 42-1-5 in their conference in the last 4 years, finishing again 3 times they won it. 1 year, this year they finished second, and just amazing career. And they were unfortunately upset in the district semifinals of Caledonia, which has three very good defensive players on that team. But 14-2-2 this season, and then Aikens and Hudsonville 66-7-10 overall over 4 years. Most players can never dream of being part of a unit that good.
No, that's it's unbelievable. Kendall Aikens, a fantastic career at Hudsonville, another 2024 Michigan High School Soccer Coach Association Dream Team player. So this next player is here tonight, which is great. We have a player here tonight. We had a chance, Dan and I, we called, well, you weren't there to call the game, you were there covering the game, but I had a chance to call her name here this past Saturday when they won the Division III state finals for the 2nd consecutive year, their 12th consecutive year. Sorry, 12th overall in school history. I'll tell you, every time she got the ball, she was dangerous. She scored a goal. She had 2 assists in that game. A fantastic job, a fantastic victory for her school. Ava Lovy is another member of the 2024 Dream Team.
Yep. Congratulations, Ava. Now, you've been able to accomplish more in 3 years with 1 year to go than most kids could ever dream of. You talk about that journey. You stay runner-up as a freshman, 2 back-to-back state titles. You have over 75 career goals. Already committed to Michigan State, considered one of the best juniors in the Midwest. Kind of reflect on what's transpired over the last 3 years. And you still have 1 year to go, and then you're going to go to Michigan State in a year and a half.
Yeah, it's very exciting. It's absolutely awesome playing at Unity Christian and having those girls with me, and we've done a good job over the past few years making it to state, and this year was definitely different with a lot of new girls and challenging, but we rebuilded and we learned, and we became very good at the end of the year, and were able to follow through and win state again. So. And
you guys lost about 12, 14 players off of last year's team?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, talk about that. You guys don't rebuild, you reload at Unity Christian.
Yeah, so yeah, there was a lot of new girls this year, a lot of underclassmen, but there was a lot of relearning positions and figuring out who was going to play where, but everyone stepped up to their role, and we had each other's backs, and everyone, by the end of the season, we had it dialed in. We knew what we were going to do, and we played to the best of our ability. What
does it mean for you to suit up for Unity Christian? You tied the state record this year with 12 state titles in under 25 years.
Yeah, it means a lot. Unity Christian's a great high school. I love playing for them, and I love the people there, the coaches, the family. It's sisterhood on that team.
Yeah. All right, congratulations. It's Ava Lovy, Hudsonville Unity Christian.
And we've got a video from her head coach, and we'll play that right now.
Video's on screen.
The tremendous season that you had for us this past year, and the awesome job you did serving as co-captain and providing great leadership to our young team, and also for serving as a resident DJ on all of our bus trips. I think the thing that separates you from a lot of high school players is your versatility. Your ability to play anywhere on the field is second to none. You can play anywhere that we asked of you, and you did a fantastic job. And you have the ability to attack.
Hold that now.
was Randy Heheis, and fantastic coach again. 12 state titles since 2004. You think about dynasties, Dan. We've talked about that many times, and I can't think of a program, professional or otherwise, that's had that many championships over that period of time.
Yeah, Madison Heights Bishop Foley had the 12. The record for a long time. All those titles came in the 1980s, 1990s, early 2000s. And Unity Christian, I think they made their first Final Four run in 1998, and here they are today. They've been a mainstay. I can't ever remember in the last 20 plus years that they actually fell out of the top 15 in Division III. They're just a powerhouse. They get a lot of very good club team players from some great clubs on the west side, and they just reload year in, year out.
No question about that. Hey, we got a lot more coming up here. More players to talk about. Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, and so much more. So don't go anywhere. You're watching the 2024 Dream Team Reveal Show right here on the Michigan Soccer Network. Woo!
Back from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
And welcome back here into Granite City in Troy, Michigan, the 2024 Dream Team Reveal Show for girls soccer. John the Turn alongside Dan Stickerat. And Dan, did you know what today is?
Give me a clue.
Today is Appetizer Thursday here at Granite City. That means you can special appetizers, and discounts, and all that kind of stuff. Who doesn't want discounted food?
You always bring everything food into the equation.
Well, we're in a restaurant.
Wherever we're at.
well, we are in a restaurant, and we have a crowd of people here who are all here enjoying good food. It was tacos tonight, so not Taco Tuesday. But remember, Granite City has daily deals every single day of the week. On Monday, it's Build Your Own Burger. We talked about that. Tuesdays is Taco Tuesday, but we made it Taco Thursday here for the Dream Team. Wednesdays is your pasta. You know, you can eat bread and salad with the pasta. So I can't eat that anymore, but I know, Dan, you have no problem eating pasta.
Yeah, we won't go there. I'm an addict to pasta. What can I say?
But we're going to continue this. We're going to continue down this path here. Right now, we're going to start talking about the Offensive Players of the Year. This is an award that's relatively new to the Coaches Association. They added here just a couple of years ago, and we wanted to make sure we honored these players as well.
Yeah, there's so many great players on all sides of the field that necessarily may not make the Dream Team, but they're generally first-team All-State. They put up some big-time numbers this season or in their career, and all four of these girls put up exceptional numbers.
No question about that. We'll start here with Division I, and Muskegon Mountain Shores had a great player in Shay Norden.
Yeah, 4-year starter. They brought her up midway through her freshman year. She had a half dozen goals that year, and she graduates as one of their just their second player to make first-team All-State in their program's history. She had 73 career goals. But she was a leader. Their school won 4 consecutive Ottawa Kent Conference Green Division championships. They were in the top 15 all year. They've been generally in the last decade plus a top 20 school in Division I, and Shea Norton was a huge part of that success. She was recruited at the D1 and D2 college level. She originally committed to a D2 school in Florida. That coaching staff left, so she opted to stay home, and she's currently training on campus at Calvin University, an NCAA Division III powerhouse, where she will be a factor in the years to come.
And no question about that. We're going to move down to Division II. And this person is here, this young lady is here, and Kayla Barr from Plainwell. Again, Division II Offensive Player of the Year. Say a few words.
Yeah, Plainwell has won 4 straight Wolverine Conference championships. They did not lose or tie a game in 4 years in their conference. And Kayla Barr was one of their key players all 4 years. Came off the bench as a freshman. The last 3 years, she was a key contributor as a starter. All-state first team in Division II the last 2 years. Plainwell was ranked in the top 15 the last 3 years. I don't believe they ever fell out. They were in a tough district this year where there was like 5 ranked teams in their district. So they lost in the district semifinals. Last year they got to the Final Four. So Kayla Barr had an amazing 4-year career with the Trojans and Plainwell. Now, Kayla, kind of reflect on that. I talked to you before the show. You're going to go to NAIA National Powerhouse, Spring Harbor. You were part of 4 great teams at Plainwell. When you walk in as a freshman, like a lot of your colleagues here tonight, do you ever dream about what you've been able to accomplish as a team and a player?
Yeah. When I walked up, I was scared because there was only like 3 freshmen that walked up. I was second opinion, so I almost went down to JV, but he kept me up at varsity. And that's when everything changed, and I got better as a team, and they just made me better.
99 career goals, talk about that. 1 shy of 100, but you played on some very good teams. You played a lot of very good competition in 4 years to be able to do that.
Yeah, I played club, so it was different from club to high school. So club helped me play as a varsity player, so as a team we worked together too, and yeah.
Is there any particular moment in the 4 years you remember most?
We went to semifinals last year, but we lost, but yeah.
So Kayla Barr is the Division II Offensive Player of the Year. Plainwell High School, one of the best Division II programs the last 4 years.
We're playing a video right now for Shea Norton.
Who's next? Lucky again.
And that was a video that was done by Shea here earlier today. Apologize for the graphic there. I know it's Muskegon Mona Shores. It said Hudson Unity Christian on there. But either way, we move on here. We now have another player. We already announced her name here earlier this evening as part of the Dream Team. But now she's also an Offensive Player of the Year in Ava Lovy, who, again, we talked about this earlier, Dan, won a state championship here this past weekend, her second of her career.
Yeah, they've been, not just a dynasty, but you look back, they've put up over 100 goals per season the last 3 years. Did not give up a goal in the state tournament 2 years in a running. So Ava Lovy and her teammates did an amazing job, and you consider they lost, 6 all-state players from last year, able to reload. Ava Lovy kind of helped run the show, and they did an amazing season. I mean, and their conference, the Ottawa Kent Conference Blue Division, had 3 Final Four teams. So Holland Christian was a Final Four team in Division II. Spring Lake was ranked #1 most of the season in Division II. They won it all. And then obviously Unity Christian was second in the preseason, moved up to #1 in mid-April and held that spot. So Ava, kind of look back again, Do you remember your first goal you scored at the varsity level?
Not exactly, but I remember the feeling. It was crazy to score. I'm playing varsity as a freshman, and all the girls hyping me up. It was amazing.
Is there a goal that you remember the most in your 3 years so far?
Probably my goal in the state championship game my freshman year. Being a freshman and scoring that goal, at the time it brought us up to be up 2-1, and when I scored that goal, it was like nothing else. The crowd was going wild, and my adrenaline was just going crazy, and it just felt unreal.
Losing all those players from last year, you had a huge senior class. A couple girls opted not to come back to play club soccer. Was there a time this year where with all those new players, you kind of sense like we could do this again? Things are starting to click.
When we started playoffs, that's when I started realizing like we got this and we have a good team and we've done a good job relearning how things were going to go. And yeah, when we entered playoffs, I knew it was like we had a chance. If we played the best of our ability every game, we had a chance to make it all the way. So.
And how special is that to play at Michigan State 3 years in a row, get a chance to get to the finals, and then that's where you're going to play here in a year and a half? Yeah,
it's very special. Stepping out on the Michigan State field to play 3 years in a row, and then knowing that I'm going to be playing there again for 4 years in college, it's very special.
All right. So once again, your Offensive Player of the Year in Division III, Ava Lovy, All-State Dream Team player as well. Congratulate her on her career so far and what we have in the future.
And your next Offensive Player of the Year is from Division IV in Plymouth Christian and Kate Kraton.
Yeah, Kate was part of a Plymouth Christian team that was top 20 in Division IV the last 4 years. Also a standout All-State volleyball player. Plymouth Christian's been a state powerhouse in that sport as well. She was All-State third team as a freshman. So, you know, not too many freshmen earn any type of All-State accolades. First team All-State as a sophomore, junior, and senior year. They won a league and district championship this year. They've been one of the top 2 teams in their league all 4 years. They've won, 3 districts in 4 years. So Kate Kraton, Division IV Offensive Player of the Year. Congratulations. So it said 99 career goals. Do you remember your first goal as a freshman?
I do not remember.
Is there a moment in time in your career what you remember the most? Maybe a goal, maybe it's a win, it's something you share with your teammates?
Yeah, this season we got to beat Oakland Christian for the conference title in the last 15 seconds, and that was really exciting. And
you beat Ellen McCart-Carbini, your district. Didn't they knock you out as a junior?
They did, yes.
Yeah. Talk about that experience a little bit of revenge factor of the tournament.
Yeah, it was really hard last year to lose that game, but I think it motivated our team and gave us drive for the next season to go and beat them next year.
Now, I understand you originally, when you entered high school, your volleyball was your favorite sport. That's what you were thinking about playing in college. Now you're headed to Division III, Wheaton College near Chicago. Talk about that, the process of trying to land on a college roster.
Yeah, I did. I loved volleyball, but high school soccer especially helped me just rejuvenate my love for the sport, and now I get to play in college, which is such a blessing. And you're the all-time leading goal scorer in school history? I believe so.
Does that surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, well, Kate Kraton again, Plymouth Christian Academy, one of the top players in Division IV the last 4 years. She is All-State first team 3 years in a row, and your Offensive Player of the Year in Division IV for 2024.
So we are going to continue here from Troy. We're going to take a commercial and come back and do more of this, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Hey, the funnest night of our lives right here on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Who do we have next?
looking to take your game to the next level? Did you know that MSN is now offering player recruitment videos? Our packages include a player profile where you show your preferred positions, the club, the league, or school that you play in, your current coach contact information, and more. The highlight videos could be self-submitted, 15 to 30 clips that will be put into a 3 to 7 minute long video. Video review of your Huddle, VO, or other platforms that you might have video on, as well as for an additional charge, MSN can come out and film games for you to create those clips. Our coach evaluation process, which is also an additional charge, where we have college coaches from various levels across the United States that will review your game film and provide feedback on how to improve that film, as well as also evaluating your play and what you can improve on. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click. And welcome back here into Granite City, and I'm sitting between two coaches, one Hall of Famer inductee, it seems like, here next to me. You're going to be inducted in the Coaches Hall of Fame here next week at the banquet.
Yes, and it's a very good honor, too.
It's a tremendous honor. Not a lot of coaches have that opportunity, but exciting nonetheless. We're actually going to be there as well. I didn't know if you knew that or not.
I'll be there.
Well, we'll be there with you. This is going to be great. So I'm sitting next to Kevin Grammons, and Kevin, Anchor Bay head coach. So you guys talk about your season.
Yeah, we finished strong. Having players like one of our next inductees will show just what our program is. Finished, like I said, on a strong note. We brought up some younger underclassmen that energized us, and with the leadership of the upperclassmen, we had our 4th straight district championship, and we gave Rochester Adams, who had a great finish, as everyone's aware.
Yep.
A good run in that regional final, or I'm sorry, the regional semi, going up 2-1, and congratulations again to them for winning the D1 state title.
No question. Kevin, man, thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
Yep. And congratulations. We'll see you next week.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Well, we're going to get back at this now. Dan, we have another lineup of young ladies here who have had a really good season. And as we get back into the Dream Team reveal.
Yeah, I started my career as a writer in 1993, so 31 years ago. And I must say, as a former player in the late 1980s to where we're at now, it is amazing the level of talent we see at the high school level, the club level, the collegiate level, how many players in the state of Michigan are going on to play in college every year, and just generally the level of play you see, it's amazing. It's night and day to where it was 25, 30 years ago, and I believe it will continue to grow. So, and again, we talked about the number of teams. So you have 530 boys high school teams, around 460 girls teams. It is so difficult to earn postseason honors. So when you reflect on that, as these players drive home later this evening, you just think about the hours of work they put in, and to be selected and honored with all these postseason honors. It is truly an amazing feat as a high school athlete.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I mean, I remember back in my days of playing back in the 1990s as well, Dan. Thanks for making us seem older. But I remember, having your name in the paper. It was something I look forward to after every game to see if my name was going to be there. A lot of times it was, a goal being scored on John Turner. That was always fun to see. But the reality is that what's happening in today's world in 2024, the ability for players, the exposure that they can get, not only on the field but off the field, it's unbelievable. And again, it's a special night here for them. Let's get back to talking about them and not so much about all the other stuff. But we're gonna dive into this now. Again, this is the next group of players, and this player is a player from Plymouth-Salem. Was not able to make it here tonight, but Claire Hamill, another phenomenal player.
Yeah, I had a chance to see her twice this season. She's one of those Michigan Hawks players that is on a plane right now to head to the ECNL National Championships in Seattle, Washington. Claire only played 1 year of high school. She worked it out where she could play with her friends and classmates as a senior. and she had an amazing year. She was, top 3 on our team in goals and assists. But she led Salem to their first district championship since 1998 and their first Final Four in Division I, first regional championship since 1995. So almost 3 decades without having some of these championships, and Claire was a huge part of that. She was a big-time Division I recruit. She committed and signed to the Big Ten school, Rutgers University. She's a holding midfielder. She can play in the back. She is amazing when it comes to set pieces. And I watched that state semifinal game. They lost to Rochester Adams 2-1, but with 35 seconds left, she lined up and took a free kick 50 yards out on a rope destined for the upper 90, and the Adams goalkeeper just got enough hand to spin it over the crossbar. But that precision shows you what kind of talent Claire Hamill is, and what kind of talent we see in this room tonight, and what we see at all levels of soccer. So Claire Hamill, just one of the all-time greats at Salem. Again, she was able to play high school soccer 1 year, and she made the All-State Dream Team. She was the #1 player in her district, in her region, and just an amazing season for the Rocks.
No question. Claire Hamill, 2024 Dream Team player. This next player we've honored already as an Offensive Player of the Year recipient, and we're going to bring her back up here this year. Playing well, Kayla Barr, another Dream Team player.
Sorry to bring you up twice, but let's talk more about playing in college. You had an amazing career. We talked about that. There's a trend growing in the soccer community where players don't necessarily have to go to a Division I program to be successful at the collegiate level. There's a lot of players that are starting to realize that if they go D1, they may not play as a freshman or sophomore in college. You're opting to go to Spring Arbor. It's NAIA school, but they've been top 10 in the nation. They won a couple national championships. So let's talk about that process, being able to play and likely play as a freshman come the fall.
I was scared about going to an NAIA because I knew that I probably wouldn't play, but over the years, I've been told that I've been good enough. The coaches talk to me. I should be coming up to a starting on varsity, not the lower, like the JV team. I worked really hard. I just knew that if I do NIA and I do really good, I could transfer out to a better college because I have more playing time if I didn't, more than I would at a D1 or D2 college.
Now, what does it mean for you to be part of that 11-member dream team? I mean, Plainwell's had a lot of very good players and teams dating back to the 1980s to be part of this, great group of athletes. What does that mean to you?
It's very special. I didn't make it last year because we made it to semifinals, but I didn't make it. It's just really special because my dad told me last year that you're going to have to work harder and you're definitely going to get on dream team, and that's what I did and that's what happened.
So, a dream realized here in the last couple of weeks. So, Kayla Barr, Plainwell High School, one of the 11 members selected to the All-State Dream Team. Congratulations to her and a fabulous 4-year career at Plainwell.
Thank you.
So far, so good?
So far, so good.
So far, so good. All right, I'm having fun. You having fun? Is everybody else having fun too?
Every day. I mean, we're talking about the game that we love, the beautiful game. We get a chance to honor kids every fall and every spring. We write about them. We talk about them on the air. So it's a labor of love. We love every minute of it.
No question. We work a lot of hours, but it doesn't feel like work at all, right, Dan? Well, we're going to honor one more player here before we go to our next commercial break. And this player, a player from Milford, really helping Milford having another tremendous season this year. And this one is Riley Felton.
Yeah, Riley Felton only played a year and a half of high school. She's a third player that's going to the ECNL Nationals with Michigan Hawks right now. But she led Milford to their first conference championship in 34 years this year, and they also won their first district championship in school history. She's a holding midfielder, so stat-wise, she plays back. She's an amazing passer. Her field vision is second to none. But first player in school history to make the dream team for Milford, and they were 15-4 this year. They set a ton of school records offensively, defensively. It was a great senior class at Milford. She played for Coach Tommy Hipple, who has helped turn that program around here the last few years. So, congratulations to Riley Felton on making the All-State Dream Team as one of the top 11 players in the state of Michigan.
That's right, that's right. So congratulations to Riley Felton from Milford High School, another 2024 Dream Team player. So we are going to head to their commercial. When we come back from commercial, we're going to talk about the defensive players of the year for each division. So don't go anywhere. That's coming up next. So, what are your I'm grabbing a plane.
Different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn, hook turn, and out of the air, finishing off the dribbling, one-touch, volleys, and headers. We help players get comfortable performing these skills at game speed, with pressure, and with both their dominant and non-dominant foot. In addition, we help players with their speed of play, awareness of space, defenders and teammates, and also dominate with our off-the-ball movement. We offer a variety of services such as one-on-ones, small groups, large groups, as well as team sessions. We have an experienced coaching staff that is professional, friendly, patient, while still holding players to high standards and holding them accountable. No matter what level you're at as a player, I'm confident we can help you get better. Over the past 3 years, we've built one of the best soccer-specific training facilities in the country and developed one of the most detail-oriented programs to help out players. Visit our website.
I'm a husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I am a referee.
I'm a referee.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in!
In Troy, Michigan, I'm Dan Stickrad, Director of News and Web and Content Editor with the Michigan Soccer Network. I've had the pleasure over 31 years of seeing some amazing athletes. I've been to state finals in over 20 high school sports. I've sat field side or court side for some NCAA tournament games in soccer and basketball. But there is a riddle. Where is John Turner? Has anyone seen John?
I'm right here, Dan, man. Just getting some food.
Oh, of course.
I haven't had any tacos yet tonight, but I figured, why not, right? With a commercial break, get some food.
Always,
you want a taco, Dan?
Always following your stomach, right?
Well, I mean, it's free.
Okay.
Hey, well, welcome back. I'll eat this in a second. But Dan, the reality is we're going to start talking about defenders, okay? And you can't win championships without defenders, right? I mean, you can't.
And the Coach Association made a policy last fall to get more defenders on the all-district, all-region, all-state teams. We've seen some amazing, center backs, outside marking backs over the years who played on great teams, but in some years, a lot of these players never got a chance to earn All-State or be high in the All-State list. So now that they're doing offensive, defensive players of the year, and more players are making these postseason lists, it gives a great chance for us to honor some of the great defensive players and maybe have the best offensive stats, but it were more than key parts of their teams and their success story over the years.
Yeah, no question about that. But let's, Dan, get into this list. And I left my list by the buffet table, so I have to walk over and get my list real quick. But the reality is, Dan, that's the thing about eating food, right? Sometimes you lose the ability to recognize where you're making mistakes. But this player in Division I, MIHSSCA, she is an unbelievable player. Again, Division I player of the year for defender, and she's from Portage Central, and she's here with us tonight.
And Portage Central, again, another team that was a mainstay in the top 15 in Division I for 4 years. 4-year varsity letter winner, 3-year starter. But you look at the defensive stats. 51 shutouts over 4 years she was a part of. 3 as a starter, 1 as the first defensive player off the bench. 2 years ago when she was a sophomore, they had 19 shutouts. They got to the state semifinals. They're one of the few teams that won districts all 4 years when she was at Portage Central. They got to the Final Four 2 years ago. They got the regional finals twice, regional semifinals 1 other time. So MIHSSCA is part of that great group of defenders at Portage Central. And they also were either first or second in the Southwestern Michigan Athletic Conference regular season or conference tournament the last 4 years. So MIHSSCA Division I Defensive Player of the Year. So congratulations, Mia. Talk about that. Start with the shutouts. 51 shutouts. You guys play a Division I schedule. Play a lot of very good teams around the state. What does that mean for you to be part of that, special defensive unit?
I mean, it means everything to me. These past 4 years have been amazing. Every year I've had such a great defensive line to work with, and I've learned from so many girls that came before me, and I've had so many great role models to look up to that's given me motivation to work hard so I could contribute to future years.
Double-digit shutouts all 4 years. Only 8 goals conceded this year. Talk about that. I mean, you play over 20 games a year to be able to just allow 8 goals.
I mean, yeah, I worked with we usually put a 3-back and my 2 other outside backs. We all worked really well together, and we've been friends for many years, so we definitely had that chemistry on the field, and we all worked really hard from the beginning to the end of the season to get where we were at the end.
And your career's not done. I understand you're going to go play NCAA Division III at Hope College.
Yes, I'm very excited for that.
When do you report, and have they talked to you about playing time as a freshman?
I report August 16th, and I'm not quite sure about my playing time. Hopefully playing D3 I will maybe get to play in rather than waiting until my junior or senior year to play, so I'm really excited and can't wait for the future.
Is there one moment over the last 4 years you remember most at Portage Central?
Probably my sophomore year when we won regional finals against Hudsonville. It was a great win, and we won in the last couple of seconds, so it was an amazing feeling, and it was great to win with the team.
And you've had some great battles with Hudsonville over the last 4 years. Talk about that. To be the best, you got to play the best.
Oh, for sure. They're definitely one of our top competitors. I mean, every year it's always been a very close game, and unfortunately this year we couldn't play them, but the past games have been always really tough, and we always learn from playing them. Yeah.
Once again, MIHSSCA attended Portage Central High School, one of the best defensive teams the last 4 years, 51 shutouts during her career, and your 2024 Division I Defensive Player of the Year, MIHSSCA at Portage Central.
Now her head coach, Tim Halloran, is going to come up and say a few words about this wonderful player.
Congratulations, Tim.
Thank you.
You've been a coach at high school and club level for close to 30 years. How does she fit in? Like, did you know when she was a freshman that she was going to be a key contributor right off the bat?
Definitely. We brought her in. We had 2 center backs who were established, and we knew that she was coming in to take one of those spots when we had graduation. Great athlete, super fast, and her ability to read the game when she came in as a freshman was top notch. So what we saw early on is what we've seen in her career. She can man mark, she can chase people down, she can tackle, she can step to the ball. She does everything for us, and our record and what we've been able to accomplish shows that.
From a coach to have the Defensive Player of the Year in Division I 2 years in a row, what does that mean for you and your coaching staff to be able to produce that type of talent on the defensive end?
It's exciting for us because we strive to not give up goals, and looking at our schedule, we don't give up soft goals, we don't take time off, and I think that's part of what Mia said. She learned from other people, and I think she got the chance to teach some of our younger defenders now that we're going to play for 80 minutes, and we want to make sure that we keep the other team off the board. And, the goals that we have given up have been to some quality opponents, and we're always trying to keep those clean sheets.
What can you say, being a veteran coach for that long? What do you say about the kids that are in this room tonight, or received high offensive and defensive honors?
I've been around for a while, and the level of talent is amazing in Michigan. Whether it be I've done some club and been around the country with clubs and stuff. Michigan is a top 10 producer of talent. And when you go to regionals and things like that, Michigan teams are always demonstrating how the quality of players we have. And you look at the players in this room, what they're able to accomplish now has come so far from when I started back in the early 90s.
Once again, Tim Halloran, the head coach at Portage Central High School, his player Mia Hensley, Defensive Player of the Year in Division I for 2024.
So Dan, we've got more players to talk about here. I mean, there's more. It seems like there's a lot of players to talk about. A lot. But the good news here is we have reached the halfway point, I believe, of the overall show. But we have a player who could not make it here tonight in Division II. Tessa Gruters is the Division II Defensive Player of the Year. She plays for Forest Hill Central, and she had a chance here earlier today to send us a video.
Hi, I'm Tessa Gruters from Forest Hill Central High School. It's a huge honor to be chosen for this award, so thank you to the committee members. This wouldn't be possible without my teammates and my coaches, Ashley, Claire, Melissa, Ryan, and Natalie. I want to, of course, thank my family for their support as well. I plan on continuing playing soccer in college, and I'm currently in the process of narrowing down my options. I apologize for not being there tonight. I have the ECNL playoffs in Seattle with my club team. Thanks again, and go Rangers.
As we welcome you back in, and again, another phenomenal player, Dan, and in our own words, thanking everyone for this great opportunity.
Yeah, Tessa Gruters did not play as a high school freshman. She played club. She elected to play the last couple of years with Grand Rapids Forest Hill Central, another team that you look back over the last 20, 25 years has been a mainstay. They've kind of flip-flopped before enrollment-wise between Division I and Division II, but Forest Hill Central is a great program. They're always in the top part of their league. They've won a lot of district and regional championships, a few state finals. They've won state champs, state runner-up, and she's been part of two very good teams that were in the top 10 for 2 years running, back-to-back district champs. So one telling thing about Tessa Gruters is one of her teammates tore her ACL, a backfield player, just before the start of the season. So they asked Tessa and a couple of teammates to kind of, pinch together, fill in that void, and they were still a great defensive team. They won a district championship and played just a great schedule. So hats off to Tessa Gruters and her teammates at Forest Hill Central.
No question about that. Congratulations to her on her Defensive Player of the Year award. This next player is in the building here tonight with us, plays in Division III at a familiar place for us there, Dan. Atwood Stadium, I believe, is where she plays her home games. We visit there quite a bit throughout the summer, I think 14 times a summer now, it seems like. I'll be back actually out there on Saturday for a Flint City Bucks matchup, and then Sunday for a Flint City AFC matchup. So very, very cool. But Grace Cameron is a Defensive Player of the Year for Flint Powers.
Yeah, we could talk about Grace Cameron. It's very rare to make All-State, but to be first team All-State 4 years in a row is an amazing accomplishment. And Powers only has 500 students. You look around the Saginaw Valley Conference, it's all Division I or Division II schools, except for Flint Powers. You have Grand Blanc has close to 2,500 students. That's almost 2,000 students more than what Flint Powers has. But they're very battle tested. Flint Powers is always a top 15 team in Division III. They had over 40 shutouts the last 4 years. And she's headed to Central Michigan University here in mid-August to begin her Division I collegiate career with the Chippewas. So amazing talent, amazing career for Grace Cameron. Congratulations, Grace. I had a chance to sit down and talk to you before the show, but you were recently named the MVP of the Saginaw Valley Conference as a center back. What does that mean for you to be able to put up these kinds of defensive numbers as an individual and a part of a very quality team?
I feel like a lot of times, I'm speaking for other defenders, but we don't always get recognized for the work we do back there. And I think it just goes to show that as a defender, you really can't do something like that.
Now, defensive players don't always get the stats, goals, and assists. You were able to chip in some more your junior and senior year. Is there a moment in your career you remember the most?
Had to be last year. It was our state semis. We unfortunately lost, but I scored a goal, and I just remember running to my teammate, who I really grew close with. It was amazing.
Yeah, what does it mean for you to be All-State first team 4 years in a row and stand here at the end of your high school career and say you're the best defensive player in Division III?
It's quite an accomplishment. Like, looking back as a freshman, I could never imagine something like this.
Yeah, and you're going to Central Michigan. Talk about that process. Were you recruited by a lot of schools, or was Central kind of your first love?
I went to Central and I fell in love right then. Like, it was such a safe, like, it felt very close, and I loved the coaches and the girls, so it was a perfect fit.
And it's just an hour drive from the Flint area up to Mount Pleasant. Your parents will be able to see you play most of your games?
Of course. They're really excited.
Yeah. So once again, Grace Cameron, your Defensive Player of the Year in Division III, 4-time All-State first team player at Flint Powers Catholic.
I got to say this, it's, there's casinos in that area, no gambling. Okay. No gambling. You know, to be, I think you can actually gamble at 18 now at the Indian casinos. So
I don't know, I never go to casinos.
I don't either, but I'm just saying. But either way, it's awesome. Congratulations. Now we have another player here. This one, Division IV. And Dan, this past weekend we had a chance to, you were there, I was calling the game, but Jackson Lumen Christi, unbelievable season, right? Their first ever championship game that they won this year was this past weekend. They did it in penalty shootout, and they had a huge defensive help in Kathleen Dunn.
And it all started, their school made a conference switch last summer. They left the Interstate 8 Athletic Conference. Their sports teams are now in the AA division of the Catholic High School League. So that league has produced so many Final Four teams over the years between their 3 divisions. They had some struggles earlier in the year, but they righted the ship before the state tournament. But they were able to defeat 4 consecutive top 10 teams in Division IV to win that state championship. Only gave up a couple goals in the state tournament run, those coming in the state semis and state finals. And just an amazing run. They hadn't been to the state championships since 2000, I believe. And now they entered the tournament as an unranked team, and they're able to stand atop of the pyramid in Division IV. So Kathleen Doan, Jackson Lumen Christi, your Division IV Defensive Player of the Year. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Talk about the journey. We'll start with the state tournament. Was there a part of the season before the tournament where things started to come together?
Yeah, we did have a rocky beginning of our season. I think we were just figuring out a lot of positions, and we have a huge underclassmen, and so we were just figuring out like how to sort them in our mix, and yeah.
When you entered the tournament, you won that district, and then you started to face all these programs that are premier programs in the state year in and year out, able to knock off 4 ranked teams in a row. Was it one of those things where, I know you had a young team, but did you guys start to feel a little bit confident as the tournament went along?
Yeah, definitely. And in the beginning of our districts, we really felt a click with our team, and we also felt very prepared because we played a lot of challenging teams during our regular season. And so yeah, we felt prepared going into the playoffs.
Just 2 goals allowed, as I said a minute ago. You had 5 shutouts in that tournament run. You're a junior. You still have 1 year of high school and club. You play with the Michigan Jaguars at the East 64 level, and you've already committed to a Division I school. I believe you're going to the University of North Carolina at Asheville.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So talk about that experience. You get your recruiting out of the way before you ever finished high school.
Yeah, it's definitely a relief to get the recruitment done. Everyone knows that the recruitment process is very challenging, so I'm very grateful to have committed this early to an amazing university.
State champs the first year. Obviously next year you have a lot of players back. Mm-hmm. There'll be a target on your back. Talk about that next year.
Well, we're already working on getting another state champ next year. Our coach is ready to keep pushing us like she has all year, and so yeah, we're ready to come back next year.
And what does it mean for you to be part of this, elite group of athletes?
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. It's so special to get to be a part of this team. I mean, it's crazy. It's been since 2000 since we've even made a run. So yeah, it's just very special.
So once again, Kathleen Doan, Jackson Lumen Christi, part of their Division IV state championship run, and your Division IV Defensive Player of the Year for 2024.
So we are not done yet. We still have some more names to talk about, some players to recognize here on this Thursday night. So don't go anywhere. We'll continue this 2024 Dream Team Reveal show after this.
Dude, where'd that come from? What happened?
My shirt's like showing through.
What is the next three?
Elise Davatilla, Sid Ryan, and then Gabriel and Larry.
All right, I got stuff on the first two. All right.
Well, that just sucks. Nothing. My undershirt, which doesn't show. Like an MSN t-shirts.
7 Mile in Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Welcome back here into the Dream Team Reveal Show, Granite City in Troy, Michigan. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrat. And Dan, we are getting towards the end of this. We've got 3 more players to recognize here in this group, and they're really good players.
Yeah, you know, we'll talk about each player individually, but their programs were very good here the last few years. We saw one player that played in a couple state championships here in her career. Another player led her team to 4 straight district championships. Another played for a perennial powerhouse. They won back-to-back district championships. So 3 more very good players with exceptional seasons and careers we're about to talk about here in just a minute.
That's right. This player this past weekend had a chance to play on Friday in a Division I state championship game, falling short to Rochester Adams in that game. But Elise Davatilla, she had another phenomenal career for Hartford, and she is part of the 2024 Dream Team.
And talk about putting a program on the map. She was a key contributor in 2021 when they won their first state championship and their first Final Four run. They were regional finalists their sophomore year. They got knocked out in the district semifinal their junior year, but they banded together. They brought back 20 players this year, made a run all the way to the Division I state championship game. They lost to Rochester Adams 2-0, but Elise Davatilla had an amazing 4-year career. She's headed to NCAA Division II Northern Michigan University. She's one of 3 players that Heartland have signed with that particular school, and they're just part of a great class that helped elevate Heartland. They won one of the toughest conferences in the state, the West Division of the Kensington Lakes Activity Association. They won a district, a regional championship, ranked in the top 15 the entire year. They've been, again, the last 4 years, they've been a staple in that top 15. So an amazing season, amazing career for Elise Davatilla of Heartland High School.
Elise Davatilla, part of the 2024 Dream Team here this year. This next player could not make it here again as well here tonight. She was actually trying to get here. We know that orientation, things like that can be crazy at this time of the year. But Sid Ryan from Forest Hills Central, another member of the 2024 Dream Team.
Yeah, she's a player that opted to play club soccer her 9th and 10th grade year with Midwest United. She kind of missed playing with her friends, so she went back to the high school game. And Grand Rapids Forest Hills Central, again, they've just been one of those teams the last 20 plus years. It's always very good. She was kind of the heart and soul of that midfield. She didn't have a ton of stats. She was more of that hockey assist type player where she would set players up, set up the attack. And Forest Hills Central won back-to-back district championships with her in the lineup. They were 3rd in a very good Ottawa Kent Conference White Division this year, which had several ranked teams in that conference. And she had talked about playing in college, and at first she wanted to, then she didn't, but now she had a change of heart. She is currently at Grand Valley State University. They did their orientation week today. They were going to try to make their drive down here, but they ended up having an impromptu practice, so she's stuck on campus. But Sydney Ryan, just an amazing career at Forest Central, great 2 years, and one of the best players in the state of Michigan.
And no question. Again, that's your 2024 Dream Team player in Sid Ryan. This player here is here in the building with us tonight. She helped lead Anchor Bay, as you mentioned, to 4 district championships here over the last 4 years. Gabrielle Anulari is a phenomenal player. She's here with her coach, Kevin Grammons, as well. And let's talk about her for a second.
Yeah, they won those 4 consecutive districts. They were in a very competitive Macomb Area Conference Red Division, where they were conference champs back in 2022. She's one of several players in the state of Michigan who have signed or pledged to play at the University of Toledo, just over the border in Ohio. She is a holding and attacking midfielder, so not necessarily one of their top goal scorers, but she was the type of player who ran the show. Amazing, career. Last year they got to the Elite 8 in Division I, which is your regional finals. They won, again, those 4 straight district championships. So Gabrielle Anulari, New Baltimore Anchor Bay, one of the 11 players selected to the Dream Team here in 2024. And congratulations. Reflect on the last 4 years. We'll start there.
It was definitely a great experience, especially to win 4 years district champs. It was amazing. From my freshman year, I never would have thought it would have kept going, but we just kept going. We never gave up.
It's never easy to win a district or a league. You're able to win a league and 4 district championships in your career.
Right. It was definitely not easy, but our team kept pushing. We lost our whole defense line this year, so we thought it was going to be really tough. The beginning started out really rough, but we kept pushing. We got a great new back line. They're going to do great the next 4 years. We have a freshman back there, and she did great.
Anchor Bay had a couple boys make the Dream Team 2 years ago. Now you followed suit. Talk about, being able to do that on a program. Again, it's been a top 20 team for several years.
It definitely feels great. I never would have thought that I would have been here, honestly. I knew the twins that were on here, they were great players, and I always thought, wow, it's such a cool experience, and I'm really excited that I'm here.
Headed to the University of Toledo. Were you recruited by a lot of schools, or was that the school you kind of fell in love with?
That was definitely the school that was my top. I went there and I just fell in love with it. There was other schools in Ohio, but that one definitely caught my eye.
Were they all Division I schools? Did you get Division II, Division III offers as well?
Division I, like day in Ohio.
Is there a moment in the last 4 years, or your favorite moment playing high school soccer?
Last year against Athens, you said you were there, the semis. Definitely when I scored, it to tie the game. It definitely made me feel different emotions. And then this year again in the semifinals, it just felt great. I feel like I relived that moment one last time.
So 4 times you got a chance to play in at least a regional semifinal. You were a regional finalist as a junior. So reflect on that whole 4 years. Was it a dream come true?
It definitely was a dream come true. I loved every moment of it. I'm never going to forget it.
So once again, Gabrielle Anulari, New Baltimore Anchor Bay, one of the 11 players selected to the Dream Team here in 2024.
We're going to stick here, Dan. We've got 2 more players in the Dream Team to talk about, and then we are going to talk about Miss Soccer. Because there is a Miss Soccer. Every year there's a Miss Soccer. We're going to talk about that. But this next player did not make it here. A part of the Hudsonville Unity Christian Division III state championship team here this past year. Our team Ava Lovy is here. But Ava Steen, another member of the 2024 Dream Team.
Yeah, Ava was a sophomore this year. They were such a senior-laden team as when she was a freshman. She was a first player off the bench in terms of the defensive backfield. But she stepped in with a whole new starting back line, a new goalkeeper, and they were phenomenal in their tournament run. They only gave up a couple goals late in the season, and they never gave up a goal in the state tournament. They won a very tough OK Conference Blue Division. Again, it had 3 Final Four teams and a pair of state champions in different divisions. So Ava Steen had an exceptional sophomore year. We'll look forward to her and her future, because she's probably going to have a lot more awards to come in the next couple seasons.
Yeah, no question. She had a chance to record a video here earlier today. Let's take a look at that right now.
I love high school season for I get to play with my friends and my classmates, and we all get to grow and experience everything together. This season is going to be very memorable for me, for I got to be a part of something bigger than just a soccer team. No matter the grade, we played like a family. A big tradition for Unity Christian is soccer, is getting our hair braided in the postseason. This leads to lots of braiding parties and team dinners as well, and it really brings the team together, creating a family-type bond, which shows on the field through the chemistry we have. I really want to thank Coach Randy Hees for giving me the opportunity to play with this team and the legacy that Unity Christian has, and given the opportunity to be a leader and to be a support to the team that has a legacy to protect. I wouldn't be where I am without the team beside me. I want to thank him for putting so much trust and faith in me this season and really knowing the abilities I have even more than I knew them myself. He really gave me the confidence to show myself and to give everything I can to this team. I also really want to thank my parents for being there for me every single game and never doubting me. My confidence started from their support from the beginning, and it just means so much being able to have parents who support me and who are always lifting me up. To be here really means a lot to me, especially growing up. All of my hopes and dreams, even from when I first touched a soccer ball, are coming true. I'm so glad I could share this with people around me. Not only winning state, but also being selected for Dream Team is every girl's dream, and I'm so happy to be a part of it. It means so much to me.
Ava Steen, congratulations on your selection to the Michigan High School Soccer Coaches Association Dream Team. That's quite an honor for being a sophomore. And as you know, this season began with a lot of question marks for us defensively as we graduated our whole back line and goalkeeper. But you answered all those questions. You did a fantastic job anchoring our defense, a defense that only allowed 11 goals all year. And I think the thing that really separates you from a lot of defenders is the poise with which you play. There's a presence and a calmness that you have with the ball that not a lot of defenders have. And you just did a great job, and you are a special player to watch. And I'm so proud of you and the job that you did this year. And I'm really thankful that you play for Unity Christian High School. And it certainly doesn't hurt to have the speed that you have as well. So again, congratulations on this selection, and I hope that you enjoy this honor. It's very well deserved.
And obviously hearing from both Ava Steen as well as Randy Hees, two, again, phenomenal individuals, and congratulations to Ava Steen on being part of the 2024 Dream Team. So this last member of the Dream Team this season, a player that plays Division I, First Leading High School in Avery Nam.
And Avery Nam is one of the three players in the Dream Team. Again, we talked about it early in the broadcast, that is headed to Seattle, Washington for the ECNL National Championships with the Michigan Hawks. This was the only time she was able to play high school soccer, but she had a great season, kind of a holding midfielder. Her coach, Lee Rumble, talked about she didn't have a ton of goals, but she's one of those players that just was the fuel to the fire, the engine that made that team go. She had a lot of hockey assists, but Celine was very good the last several years, but they outscored their opposition 92-13 this year. They're runner-up in their conference. Their only two losses were to a conference rival, Ann Arbor Skyline, which had the Dream Team goalie earlier today, Sophia Nero. And Avery Nam, amazing season with Celine, amazing career with the Michigan Hawks, and she's off to the University of Richmond to play Division I college soccer here come August.
That's right, that's right. So Avery Nam, another member of the 2024 Dream Team. We're going to head to commercial. When we come back, we're going to talk about who the 2024 Miss Soccer is right here on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Is to help players take their game to the next level and reach their potential. Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn, hook turn, and out of the air, finishing off the dribbling, one-touch, volleys, and headers. We help players get comfortable performing these skills at game speed, with pressure, and with both their dominant and non-dominant foot. In addition, we help players with their speed of play, awareness of space, defenders and teammates, and also dominate with their off-the-ball movement. We offer a variety of services such as one-on-ones, small groups, large groups, as well as team sessions. We have an experienced coaching staff that is professional, friendly, patient, while still holding players to high standards and holding them accountable. No matter what level you're at as a player, I'm confident we can help you get better. Over the past 3 years, we've built one of the best soccer-specific training facilities in the country and developed one of the most detail-oriented programs to help out players. Visit our website.
I'm a husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I am a referee.
I'm a referee.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in!
Welcome back here into Granite City here in Troy, Michigan. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Sicrat. It is the Dream Team Reveal Show, and we have gotten to that point of the show, Dan, where we talk about us.
I don't like to talk about us. Do you like to talk about us?
Well, no, I just want to make an announcement. We have an opportunity to talk about some really exciting things that are happening with the network, and I think in order to do it, I have to have our camera operator, Ryan Gannon, walk us to the TV, because what's going to happen here in the coming weeks and months, in July, we are coming to Roku. YouTube for us is no more, and Roku is where we're going to be. And not just in Michigan, but nationwide. The National Soccer Network will be born here starting September the 1st, and we'll be heading all that over here nationwide starting in September. Can you believe that? A National Soccer Network is born. We're talking 24-hour day, 7-day-a-week soccer from all levels, from youth all the way to the professional ranks. Isn't that cool?
We don't have much of that. I mean, what we've been able to do in 3 years to where we are now and where we're going, it is an amazing accomplishment with such a small staff.
It is, and the reason why I wanted to do this right now is because as we talk about what we do in Michigan, we're now going to be able to do it, Dan, in other states. This show can be anywhere in the country.
Yeah, there's so much technology. We can call games remotely. We have people around the state and around the Midwest, even the country, who want to be part of this as we move forward. The possibilities are endless. I mean, the possible broadcasts, the storylines that we can tell, it's never ending. So it's a great step forward, and I'm looking forward to be part of that journey.
No question about that. So look for more information coming soon here. The National Soccer Network, that's the actual name of the platform. I was surprised as anybody else when it was available, but it was available. We took it and we now own it. So it's fantastic. But that's coming to Roku here very quickly. I actually finished a meeting here today looking at the shell. So it's going to be really, really exciting. So we'll talk more about that in the coming weeks and months. But Dan, it is time now to talk about Miss Soccer.
The war started back in 1983, so 41 years. I have been around. I was in high school in late 1980s, so my first girls soccer game I saw as a 9th grader was in 1987, so in the early stages of girls soccer. It is amazing the growth. We've seen so many girls and boys that won Miss Soccer or boys soccer over the years. They've gone on to have amazing college careers. We've seen players go pro, play internationally, and it's an amazing accomplishment when you think about it. Again, over 460 teams started their journey back in mid-March. And I started researching the 2024 season on New Year's Day. I sat down, watching some college football bowl games, started taking notes about some of the top teams and players, bouncing around websites. But over the last 6 months, I've talked to over 300 high school and club coaches in Michigan, and the individual won this was one of the 3 players that dozens and dozens of coaches talked about as being a top candidate. There are so many very good players, and this player had an amazing career. And I think it's time that we tell the world who our 2024 winner from the Michigan High School Soccer Coach Association 2024 winner.
I think you're right, Dan. I think it's time. We'll be right back after this. No, I'm just kidding. I had to do it. It's like American Idol, right? You had to get in there and say it. Your 2024 Michigan High School Coaches Association Miss Soccer goes to Kendall Akins.
And I think the coaches that have been around, the part of the voting process, there's a few of those coaches here today, they always look at upperclassmen for that winner, seniors and juniors. But this player embodies what they believe is a great high school player. In an era where kids every year have to make that decision, do they want to play high school, do they want to play Girls Academy or ECNL, MLS next on the boys' side. It's a tough decision. I would have to make that as a student athlete, but Kendall Akins opted to play 4 years of high school soccer. Hudsonville was top 15 all 4 years in Division I. Again, they were state runner-up her junior year. She had an amazing career. They only lost 7 games in 4 years. They ran a gauntlet with a very tough schedule. She was Grand Valley State's prize recruit for the class of 2024. She's on campus right now. They had an impromptu practice and orientation day for incoming freshmen, so that's where she's at right now. But just, you talk about all the great players I've seen in Michigan over the years, all the Miss Soccers, Mr. Soccers, just the tens of thousands of players I've watched. I had the pleasure of seeing Kendall Akins play a couple times. Just an amazing, amazing talent.
No question about it. Kendall Akins, your 2024 Michigan High School Soccer Coaches Association Miss Soccer. Come time now, Dan, for us to say goodbye to another school season here, girls season, and obviously the boys season. We're getting ready here to start around here with the boys season in just a few months.
Yeah, less than 10 weeks away. I mean, there's not much of a summer, especially you play at a high level of soccer. There's amateur leagues, there's club teams, they're traveling around the country at different levels, and other than a few weeks in July, it's right back to it in August of 2024.
That's right. Remember, if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button, like us, and share this with your friends and family. We want to thank and congratulate every single player that made it here tonight and those that couldn't make it as well, because obviously we like to showcase what these players do each and every year on the field.
Yeah, just an exceptional group of young ladies this year. It is so hard to make All-State and to be able to be an offensive, defensive player of the year, first team, second team, third team, and then to be part of that 11-member dream team. There's so many players I've seen that have gone on, a couple have even played in World Cups on the women's side. So you think about that over the years, historically, it's such an elite group of athletes, and we're able to honor them here tonight.
That we were, and we also want to thank you, the parents, for bringing them here, to bring the players here, as well as being there, supporting them on the sidelines. Without the parents on the sidelines helping these young ladies and young men play, they wouldn't be able to do it. So we want to thank the parents as well. But that'll wrap it up here from Granite City and Troy, Michigan. I'm John the Turner. That's Dan Stickerat. Don't forget, head over to MichiganSoccerNetwork.com for more information about all of our news here, from youth to professional, and so much more. So long, everybody. Woo!
MSN All-State Media Day for Girls Soccer. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickerat. Ball comes in, a good hit! 1-0! Shot, another save from Etheridge! Rebound, and it goes in the back of the net. The Bulldogs up 1-0! Burzma, but then from Lasma! 3-0! Stewart Heights with a shot! Upper 90 and in!
Effectively today here on the Michigan Soccer Network, we are launching our new division of player recruitment videos. Mario Canoe now finds Stock. Finds Stock's got a left-footed banger. He shoots it, and it's in!